Hello friends, today I'm going to demonstrate about views and subqueries. So what is a view? A view is a virtual table based on the result set of an SQL statement. So view is derived from our real tables and it is used to restrict data access, and also the complex queries can be solved using the views. So a basic syntax to create view is create view name as select columns and from the table name where condition. What is a subquery? A subquery is basically an inner query or a nested query. That is a query inside a query. So the inner query's output is used to solve the main query. So here is the syntax. So my first question is asking me to create a view customer view from based on the customer ID name from the customer table. So I use the syntax create view customer view as select customer ID, customer name, city from the table customer. So here is my output. As you can see, view is created and this is how my view is looking like. The second one is asking me to select the view name and text from the user view data dictionary. So this is simple syntax, that is select view name text from user view. So when we do this, it display all the views we have created and all the text, that is the commands I have used to create those views. The third one is asking me to use my customer view and enter a query to display the customer name and city. So just like the normal table, I have used the select customer name, customer city from customer view, and here is the output. The fourth one is asking me to create a view called CA view that contains the ID, name, and address of customer who belongs to the city CA. So there is a condition. Similar to the previous view, I have just added one condition, that is so create view CA view as select customer ID, name, city, postal address, etc. from customer where state is CA. So I get my CA view as this. And the fifth one is asking me to attempt to reassign a customer Mary Smith to the city NT in the CA view, and is asking me if the view is updatable. So I have used the update and set command. So update CA view set customer address NT where customer name is Mary Smith, and what I found is the uh, updation is reflected in the base table also. Now the sixth one is asking me to create a view 1 way to display customer name, ID, quantity, and another view 2 to display order ID, date, etc., and a view 3 which will use customer name, ID, and order date from view 1 and view 2. So I have to create 3 views. So here is the query for the third one. So here I have created view 1 as select name, order ID, etc., and then I have created view 2 like create view 2 as select order ID, order date, product ID from order line table, order table, supply table, etc. And then I have created the view 3 as create view 3 as select customer name, order ID, order date from view 1 and view 2 where the order ID is equal. So here is my output. The next one is asking me to display the latest 10 orders. So here comes the top in analysis. So here I have used a row number to count the rows. So select row num, order ID, order date from, and inside that I have written my main query. So select order ID, order date from orders, then ordered by order ID in descending order. So when it arranges in descending order, it is easy for me to find the latest orders. So after it, this will return me the orders in descending order, and from that I have to select the row number where row number is less than equal to 10. So here is my output of the 10 orders. So here I have the next question is list the order ID with the least order quantity. So this is also the same thing. So since it's asking me the list order quantity, I have arranged it according to the ascending order. so similar to the previous one, and where row num less than equal to 2. When we do this, I get the least order quantity, that is 4 and 10. The next one is asking me to find the orders and the ID of the customer who have ordered for cherry or red oak finish. So as you can see my tables, the customer ID and product table, this two I have to map. So to map these two, I have to combine customer table, order line and product. Since customer ID is present in order, then order ID is present in order line and product ID is present in order line as well as product. So to do this, I have used in. So select customer ID from orders where order ID is in. Now order ID is in another table. So select order ID from order line where product ID is equal to. Now I have to match all the rows. So I have used the keyword any. So any select product ID from product where product finish equal to cherry or red oak. So when I do that, I get my output. So customer 1, 2 and 3 have ordered for cherry or red oak. The next one is asking me to find the IDs of customer who have ordered for the product table lamp using in. So similar to the previous one, I have used select customer ID from orders where order ID is in another table. So select order ID from order line where product description is equal to table lamp. When I do that, I get this output. The next one is asking me to find the details of customer who have ordered for the product ID 1000. Here also I have to map for the 4 tables. So select star from customer where customer ID in, then select customer ID from orders where order ID in, order ID is the next table. So select order ID from order line where product ID is equal to, I have to map, so equal to any, then select product ID from order line where product ID is equal to 1000. So I have mapped all of them. I didn't use exist, I have used in. So as I do it, I get my output as Mary Smith. So this is the customer and this is the details. The next one is asking me to find suppliers whose total supply quantity is greater than some supplier. So I have to write the subquery. So select supplier name some quantity, so that is total quantity from suppliers, group by supplier name having the sum of quantity greater than, since I have to map with all of them, so I used any, then select quantity from supplier where supplier name equal to any name, so I have chosen name A. So my output is this. So E, B, C and D, so all those have the sum of quantity greater than that of the supplier A. So the next one is asking me to find the supplier with highest rating using all keyword. So this is simple. So select name from supplier where rating is equal to, I have to map all, so I have used all, then write a subquery, select maximum rating from supplier, and then I get the output as E. So this supplier name has the highest rating. And the next one is asking me to display the products that are same as the product ordered by Kathy Cook. So I have to map the 4 tables, so I have used in. So these are many subqueries. So select distinct product description from product ID where product ID is in another table. So product ID, select product ID from order line where order ID, that's also in another table. So in, select order ID from orders where customer ID in. Now customer ID I have to map. So customer ID from customer where customer name is Kathy Cook. So doing this, it will map all the 4 tables and it will display the output as duplex bookshelf. So this is my required output. The next one is asking me to display the supplier details. So supplier quantity is greater than the quantity of order ID 103. So here I have to display the supplier details. So supplier name, ID, rating from the supplier table where product ID is equal to, product ID should be greater than the quantity whose order ID is 103. So I have to write a subquery. So select product ID from order line where order ID is 103 and quantity is greater than order quantity. So when I do this, I get no row selected because I don't have such data in my table. The 16th one, the last one, is asking me to display the order quantity of the order whose order date is greater than the order date of the order ID 106. So I have to write subqueries. So I display the order quantity from order line table where order ID is. I have to map. So I used any and a subquery, that is select order ID from orders where order date is greater than. I have to match the order date. So I write another subquery. So select order date from orders where customer ID is equal to 106. So this will return me the date, and from here I'll get a date and I'll compare this with this subquery, and as I get the order ID, it will map me and it will return the value for solving the outer query. So when I do this, I get my output. Since I have no such data, I get no row selected. So these were some of the subqueries and the usage of views. Thanks for watching.